Yo, what is up guys, Whirlwind here, and today I'm bringing you the best chunk of turret spots on every map. So first off, you don't have to sit on your turret the entire round. The turret is used to deny the attacker's entry to certain areas of the map. So you can feel free to get off your turret and use your submachine gun. It's super good, it has like no recoil. Or you can use the shotgun if you're into that. And also, don't use the barbed wire. The deployable shield is a much better option because while on your turret, your legs and body are super exposed and they can easily kill you, so put the deployable shield in front of you. So now that that's out of the way, let's get into it. House is the OG map in Rainbow Six Siege. You guys should all be familiar with it if you own the game. I mean, it's like the first situation is in House, and I think it was the first map ever made. So obviously you can't really put your turret anywhere upstairs. There's so many windows, they can easily shoot you. So in the garage, this will be your best bet. So this right here is impenetrable, so it's basically like a mini deployable shield in front of you. And this is a pretty good spot. You have a really nice sight line through that door, and you also deny 2 stairwells while looking in that direction. And then with the shield placement to your right, you can kind of deny any attackers trying to get through that doorway if they break into a garage. But they still might be able to kill you. And the only weakness with this spot is they can easily lob flashbangs or nades at you. So it's not the best, but it's probably the best you're gonna get on House. So this spot over here, it's pretty good. I mean, there's some weaknesses which I'll tell you about. So first off, you're gonna wanna place the shield just in case they try to wallbang you through the shells. I mean, not really wallbang, but they have a small little area where they can shoot through. So reinforce these in case they break into the garage, and if they drone you out, they can shoot at you. But honestly, if your team loses control of garage, I would just leave because they're gonna easily come around from your left and shoot you. So I'd get out of there. And also to your right, there is a destructible wall that I would have a teammate reinforce. So this, you can see right into the main stairway. Oregon. So this is a really good map. The only place you can place your turret is downstairs because, as you'll see with placements, there's a huge trend where you can't really place your turret on the main floor or second floor. It's usually going to be in like basements because there's no windows, because you're super vulnerable on those top stories. This place, I've seen it, or I mean this spot, I've seen it done with a mirror window where you reinforce these 2 walls and then place a mirror window and then pop it out. It's kind of a waste of utility. So this one, it's alright. I don't know if they can still, let's say they smoke it and you they like bait out your shots and then glass comes through. You're basically dead. It's gonna be like 2 shots to your shield and then it's gonna break and then easy headshot. So it's not the best, but it's pretty good. And the drop downs or hatches, there's one behind you and then one to the left right here. And this spot also denies another stairwell. So that one back there denies the main stairwell that the attackers will likely push through. And this one's kind of a secondary by the tower. So this spot, it's honestly like pretty good. I like this one. I use it over the other one because there's usually a Mira situated over there and it's a better spot for a Mira. Hereford base. So this right here is the best spot you're going to get on a Hereford base. It denies this main stairwell that the attackers are likely going to push through. So I don't know how long this spot is going to be like very good for because they're going to remake Hereford base. I don't know when, but probably when the Italian operators come out. So it's going to be in about a month. So until then, this is going to be the best spot. So this one, it's insanely good. I mean, there's nothing better you can get because you can't place the turret anywhere on the top 3 stories because of all the windows. You know, you get shot or fuse charged. And so with this, you're gonna have to rely on your teammates to hold down the left side because they can easily breach through a ton of walls over there, or the right side. There's a ladder, and if nobody holds that down, they're gonna drop down and flank you from your right. And so this, you can see that you'll kill them unless it's a Glaz or Blackbeard, then you're screwed. Clubhouse. So Clubhouse is like Hereford Base. It's gonna get a remake. I don't know how soon, but until then, these spots are the best. So right here, it's gonna hold down this little tunnel in the motorcycle garage. They can drop down the ladder, and so this is an easy way to kill them right there. And they don't have much of a chance unless they have like a rifle like Glaz. So you have a nice sight line right there. And then, like all the other maps, obviously, you know, you can't place it upstairs. There's literally no place. Like, I did my homework and checked, like, every viable option, and there's none. So this one right here, because you can kind of rotate the turret around, and, like, if your teammates, if you're playing with the 5-man, tell you, like, where they're pushing from. So right here, like, you're gonna need somebody holding down, like, garage or someone on the camera, because you don't want to get flanked from the left. But right here, this is the main stairwell in the whole place. You can kind of hold it down, but you're not going to be able to from the left. And if they push tunnel, you might be screwed. But you have a nice sight line, because they're most likely going to come from there or the hatches. Presidential Plane is one of the weirder maps in Rainbow, since it's not like that developed, and that, you know, you don't have all these rooms, and it's not a building, it's a plane. You can't really expand on that idea too much, but you know, they did the best they could. It was a huge, like, cargo plane, and it's also got passenger seat. So honestly, there's no good spots on this map for the turret, but you know, I gotta give you one, at least a spot, because, you know, best Tachanka spots on every map, so I gotta include this one. So this one right here is in the top level of the plane, this computer room or whatever it is. I don't know, you got all the electronics. And this is a super long line of sight. So honestly, it's not the best, because, you know, if they have like a rifle, like a rifle person or Glaz, like Blackbeard, then you're gonna get destroyed. And so you're gonna need a teammate to guard you on that back, because there's a ladder behind you. There's also a ladder right there, but you can kill them if they climb up that, if they're dumb enough. And then right here, you know, if they come through the cockpit, and as you can see, you know, it's a super long line of sight. Consulate. So this is an important map, because it is currently in the ranked match pool, as Clubhouse is also. But this spot is really good. It covers, and you have a perfect sight line of the yellow stairs, which is the main stairs that the attackers use when pushing into the garage area. Although you're gonna need somebody to cover your back, because, you know, they can easily charge through that door or take control of the little kitchen area to your left. But overall, this is a good spot. You know, you have perfect sight line of the yellow stairs and a little bit of that first garage door. So besides this, there's no other like really good spots on the map, like on the upstairs, I mean. And then this, you can, if you know, like, if you're with a team and they tell you, oh, they're pushing through that main spiral staircase, then you can rotate over here. Bank. So this has the best turret spot out of all the maps. I will actually use this one in ranked. Like, I will, if I know, like, we're going down to the garage, I'll pick Tachanka, like, purposefully, which is very rare. And usually, you know, they get mad at you if you pick Tachanka in casual, let alone, like, ranked. But I've actually held down this whole entire area with Tachanka. It's super useful. And as you can see, you'll deny the attackers entry to this entire garage area. Like, they might be able to push through if they have like a DMR, they just like keep peeking. But if not, you can land a few shots on them and, you know, I get them super weak and make them redirect, you know, and push for a different way, either like the other tunnel, the stairways, or the hatches. Unlike most of the other maps, Bank actually is a very good spot on the first floor or ground level. So as you can see, if you place your turret right here in this little kitchen area, you have a really good sight line to that doorway, which is a stairwell. There's a stairwell to the bottom left of it. So you deny the attackers entry. Let's say they breach down on the lower floor first, then that whole stairwell is denied. But you kind of have to watch out because if they breach like on the second floor above you, they have a good sight line from the stairs where they can kind of headshot you. They can shoot your shield down and kill you. Canal. So this map is trash. Honestly, I would not use the chunk on this map. So right here, this setup is okay. I mean, there's no places to really put your turret, so this is, I guess, the best one. But right here, your turret's on the hatch, so they can kind of break it. But to place your turret on that hatch, like with it reinforced, you gotta reinforce it, place your turret down somewhere else, and then you can place it on the hatch. I kind of had difficulty, so I just placed it down without reinforcing it. But right here, you have a good sight line of the hallway, and the stairs are just to the right of that doorway. So with this, you're gonna wanna like hold down this outside area, which the attackers are gonna likely push through. Chalet. So the best spot to put the turret is right here on the bottom floor, you know, so there's no windows and all that, you know, like the other maps. The only downsides to this is there's a hatch literally right above you, which is a major downside because they can thermite that if you reinforce it, which you should, and then you're dead. And the ceiling above you is shotgunnable, it's like destructive. So right here you can make a giant hole, you can shoot all the way down there, and it's actually pretty amazing the sightline you have. So let's go check it out. So you get through the B-bomb, or A-bomb, and then right here you can see that it makes a hole right there, and you deny this whole hallway and the stairway a little bit, but your turret, the line of sight, goes all the way down into the other garage, which is pretty crazy. Your bullets hit right here. So it's pretty good, you know, you might be able to see them and tap them really quick, but the only bad thing about that is they can like situate a Glaz or Blackbeard over there, and they will most likely be able to kill you because of such a long sight. You know, the Tachanka turret is not made for that, you know, it's more of an up close, you know, the kick is insane and the fire rate. So let's say they don't come from over there, you know, they have a more typical snowmobile garage attack, then you can situate your turret over here and fire through this, and if they open up the garage, then you have a pretty good sight line and you can mow them down as they're coming in. The thing, or the only downside again, is the ceiling above you is destructible. Cafe, and I think we'll leave it at that, you know, I guess Cafe D, you know, I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. But this spot right here, it's in Train Museum, and then Mining Room is the other room next to it, I believe. This right here, you're gonna want to blow this all open to have a nice sight line of the stairs, which is what you're holding down on this spot, because those stairs are vital for the attackers. They usually push through there, and so with this, you can die all of that stairwell, which is pretty good. And the only ways you can kind of be killed is there's a hatch to the right in that room, and the fireplace you're gonna need a teammate to hold that down, and then that's really it. Like, you can defend yourself from all the other angles. So the other spot on Cafe is in the kitchen, but I don't feel like this one is as prominent as the other one. Not prominent, but like as good, I guess, you know, for lack of a better term, I'll use that word, good, because this one just holds down this little doorway and a window. I mean, the attackers usually come from that window, but honestly, they'll probably be able to kill you, you know, they'll get like Blackbeard and just snipe your shield down and headshot you, because as the other one, you know, it holds down a whole like, stairway, which is vital for the attackers. Yeah, so this map was newly introduced to Rainbow Six Siege, or back into Rainbow Six Siege. I mean, it was made and it came out like with a year one DLC operators, but they took it out, I guess because it was like super imbalanced, but now they put it back in. I don't really know what they did because I didn't like play back then, but I found a good Tachanka spot. So this one, I've used it I think a few times, and I've actually gotten quite a few kills, and it's good because you can anchor down in sight and hold down this entire angle. You have this over here, which is just a doorway, and then there's this hallway where they can breach in, and you know, as soon as they turn that corner, they're gonna get shot. This spot is on one of the upper levels. I believe it's the second or third floor. I don't really know, but it's super good because you're protected in this little meat closet, whatever it is. I mean, you're in like you have the meat locker in the kitchen, so there's no hatches, super protected. But this is good because you can just open this up and you have a nice sightline into this little room through the doorway. You can even break all this and you can see into the stairway, which is pretty amazing. You got like, it goes through 2 walls plus a doorway all the way to the stairs, and you can place this just in case anybody wants to fight back. But the only weakness with it is they can come from that doorway on the right and flank you, so you're gonna need somebody posted up to protect you. And then also, if you know, let's say there's maybe 2 alive and they're pushing from this way, then you can just reposition your turret, shoot this out, and then you have perfect sightline of that main door, which they will likely push through. Favela is an insanely weird map, and I've only played it once, which was in Terraston, and a long time ago. I've played Terraston, I mean not that much, I only do it for like the daily challenges or whatever, but it's an insane map because it's so destructive. Literally like 90% of the walls are wooden, which is so destructive. So even like the walls to the outside, like, it's just a weird map, and I see why they took it out of the match pool, because it's a super attacker favored map. So they got some work to do by like refitting the map to make it more balanced, and until then we will not see it in the match pool. But until then, you know, I guess this is a spot on Favela, which it's not good because, you know, everything's destructive. To make this work, you're gonna have to like reinforce everything, put a castle barricade behind you, and even then, you're still super vulnerable. Borders. So the first spot on this map is in the bathroom. So right here you can reinforce these walls. They just lead into a workshop. So, you know, I guess it's good if the other team pushes through there, so you don't get wall banged. Right here, you can place your turret here, and then you have a really good sightline all the way into that main room where there's a stairway and all that, so the attackers might push from there. The only downside is the floor, or I guess the roof, where you are, is destructible, so they can push up to that second floor, and if they have a buck, you're dead. So that's the only downside, but you know, if they're not a good team, then you're good and you won't die. Then over here in Tellers, there's a nice sightline. The only one with this is you're kind of exposed. You're like in the open, so you're gonna have teammates and all that like covering your back, especially on that right side and the left, because you just have sightline to there, and then the ceiling above you is destructive. And actually, there's a main doorway right there that the attackers usually push through, so this one can be viable. These next 2 spots on border are surprisingly on the 2nd story, which that's not the case with many maps, but border's a pretty stable map because it's like one of the better ones. You know, it's in ranked and all that, and all the match pools, so it's not bad. But right here, it's in the sight if you're in Armory, so it's not bad. You have a pretty good sightline of that stairway and then this hallway that the attackers will likely push through, as you know, as long as your left is protected, you know, if your teammates are spread out and all that. And then right here, this one, I wouldn't use it as much because there's no bombs or anything. You're just like out by yourself. You're gonna have to have teammates covering you, like, and it's probably worse for your team to use this one. So, you know, you have to spread out, and then yeah, you have all these doorways and windows that the attackers can come through if they drone you out. You know, a teammate's not gonna be able to help you that much. You know, they'll pinch them out, and you're gonna be stuck in your turret. Skyscraper. So this one right here, it's over in this geisha room, I'm pretty sure it's called, And the only downside is, obviously, there's a window like right to the left of you. So you might have to castle barricade that or something just to protect you a little bit more. But it's pretty good because it's close to the site. So usually the site's in T and karaoke room, which isn't too bad. So you're right here, you can hold down this angle, which is right through, it's that hallway. And the only thing is, you know, the attackers will drone you out and they'll likely push through from that hallway or the stairs, so you're just gonna have to have your teammates or roamers kinda around there and be in communication so then they can like sneak up on them, and you're gonna reinforce those. Because you know, obviously they don't you don't want them wallbanging you. The next spot on Skyscraper is in the kitchen, which is also a bomb site, so these are two good ones where you can chill in the objective, so you don't have to worry about making that last minute push if the attackers are planting the diffuser or something and your teammates have died. It's the same with the other one, castle barricade right there. You know, you don't want somebody just breaking it and you automatically die, because if you play this in ranked, you know, they're probably gonna drone unless they're retarded. So with this one, you can break those two walls, open them up, and then you have sight lines all the way into this main hallway where the attackers, they might push through, I don't know, just depends, but still you can cut off rotation. Bartlett University. So pretty sure they took this one out of the map pool in casual. I know it was never in ranked, so that'd be a horrible map. But I remember playing this like a few months ago, but I think with Operation Chimera they took it out. So, you know, you won't play this, but when they eventually add it back in, then you can use this if you want. So right here, you're gonna probably want to castle barricade that window, because you know the attackers will probably push through there. And then right here, you can open this all up, and then you have a pretty good sight line through this hallway. So it's nice, you can deny the attackers this whole hallway, so that'll, you know, force them to change their attacking plan. Coastline. So this is a cool map with it like being super spread out and having that open middle area, and it's also in the ranked match pool, so that's a plus. So if you want to use Tachanka in ranked, then you can. So right here, this is blue bars, so it's a bomb site, which is nice because you know you can hold this down. And this wall right here goes to that little open middle area, so you're gonna want to reinforce that because you know you're gonna get shot from above. They drone you out, which they probably will because it's ranked. But right here, you have a good sightline of the stairs or any attackers if they get ballsy and want to push up on you. You know, they'll get met with a turret to the face. So that's pretty good. And then over here in kitchen, which is also a bomb site. I don't know if it's a bomb site or a secure area, but I'm pretty sure it's a bomb site. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Maybe not, because it's like super close to the bars, but likewise, you know, they reinforce that. That goes to the outside. And then right here, you can break that all out, and then you can have a sight line of that door right there, which the attackers probably will push through. The only downside is the ceiling above you is destructible, so you want to watch out. So the other spot on Coastline is in Hookah right here, so it's pretty good. You know, you're in a bomb site, Hookah. So you're gonna want to reinforce this, you know, because they just shoot up through it if they drone you out. But also, I don't like this spot that much because there's windows that they look like directly at you from your left. So that's the only problem. You're probably want to get a like castle those or something. But I feel like it's like you're gonna waste a lot of utility just trying to hold it down. I mean, it is a very viable sightline that you get out of it. You can see through this whole hallway, which is pretty important for the attackers to push through.
Location secure.
Theme parks. So when I was checking out all the maps and, you know, seeing if there were any good spots for Tachanka turrets, surprisingly on Theme Park, I felt that there were no like viable spots to put your turret. on the first floor, which is surprising, you know, because like all the other maps, the first floor usually is the best because you don't have, or like first floor basement because you don't have all the windows and all that crap. But right here, this is probably the best spot on this second story. So right here, you're gonna probably want to capsule that because you know you get shot easily if they join you out. And then you have a really good sight line to the stairs and the hallway. So this is good if you're playing that bomb site in that room. That's right there straight ahead, or to the left right now. And then on the other side, you know, because those trolley cars kind of split the map. In here, there's also a bomb site in this room. Not in this one, but like the one to your right. You have this spot where you can kind of hold down the stairs and just this angle from like the attackers if they want to push. The only downside is, as you can see, you can't really see like over the shield, which kind of sucks. So they might be able to kind of sneak up on you, but you still might be fine. And then you're probably gonna like castle those because you don't want to get shot. Towers. So this is the last map that I'm gonna be doing because you know it's the last one that they've come out with, which was in Operation White Noise. Because for some reason we didn't get one in Chimera. I don't know why. I've only been playing it for a few months, so I don't know if you've had one every DLC, but you know we might get one next update, which I think is in about a month. So you know I'll do a Tachanka video if you guys want it, a Tachanka turret spot. Just tell me when it comes out, and I'll be more than happy to do it. So you're gonna want to reinforce all those walls behind you because you know you don't want to get shot from behind. And then the ceiling above you is not destructive, and then also this thing in front of you, which it looks wood, but you know I guess it's concrete. So you have a mini deployable shield. So I prefer to not put the deployable shield in front of me since I have that, because you have a better sight line, you know, a better view. That shield doesn't block it. And then the other spot is also in this room, so you know you're by the bomb site, which is always good. You know you don't have to move. And right here you'll deny this window, and also there's the door to your left. So it's not too bad. You know if they make a last minute push, then you're all good. So that's about it. This is the only spot I find like viable. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, you know. I hope you guys give some love to our Lord and Savior Tachanka.